Hello Galactic family. Greetings, dear ones, I am Korean of Magnetic Service. My young partner called me and I'm here. I'm here because, in fact, never left here. There are always many things I'd like to deliver to you, but always, all of them are already within you. And what is the Korean function here? Remind them. Well, I'm here, as always said it would be, when any of you call me. My young partner not believed it answered so quickly. Oh, laughs, why not attend? There is always the idea that the spirit is far, and for you to be heard by him, there is a need for a request. Oh, my dear people, here is something that I give to you. The spirit does not need to petition. He does not need to pray on my knees and beg to be heard. Oh, I know. This may annoy some, I know, but I'll go ahead. If my young enabled partner. My young partner is fearful of what I talk about it, but I ask it open so I can speak without the interference of the concerns of your mind. Young man, me open space. During all their lives, or almost all of them, you learned to pray was synonymous with supplications, repeated appeals to that, somehow, the Spirit could hear you and serve them. My dear, let me be clear, you do not need pleading. The Spirit knows who you are. He knows what you need. He always knew. But Korean, then say not pray. Oh, no. Do not be so human, my dear. Yes, pray, but understand that prayer is a connection with your spirit. It is an act of empowerment. It is an act of connecting to the spirit in you and move wisely all that you need. Because, again, you do not need to beg anything, like someone who has. You already have, dear humans. You already have. Prayer, my dear, do not have to be painful. The act of empowering themselves in a prayer does not have to be painful. And let me talk a little bit more, pray on your knees if you want. No matter the physical location they are. Matters is the intention that is leading to the spirit. Living knees like someone who is afraid of a God who can punish them if they do not do it? Oh, that's old energy, my dear. There is this God, and I will say more, he never wanted to kneel before him. They are on their knees because somehow feel that this is a position where they can honor the spirit and themselves. It is a position that says about their own empowerment. Do it, but inside, within you there must be the I am that I am. There is no fear for the spirit. God does not need your fear. Some who read this Korean message may not like what I am saying, but what prevents them from like? The old rooted belief, my dear. Give yourselves the opportunity to reevaluate the concepts within you, dear humans, because the new world, the new energy is here, and she will tell what Korean says, and more. It will draw the shades, it will take away the fears. She divinizer what really needs to be defined, it will show what is hidden, and take away what needs to go. Movements, my dear, the movements of the new energy and empowered way to pray, a good title for my message today. You will begin to feel naturally, there is no need to beg, plead, make a petition to the Spirit. This summer, not only because Korean is saying, but because, deep down, you've always known it. Many of you here read or listen this message of Korean and say, ah yes, I always felt it was just as you say, Korean. Well, I said at the beginning of my message, you already knew. And my job here is just to remind you that you already know. My dear, pray empowerment. Dear Spirit. Here I am, in unification to you. Show me what I need to know, take me where I need to go, take me through my own innate love. Take me into myself. Dear Spirit, I'm here, I'm ready. I am the Spirit Himself expressing. There is a good start of a prayer, my dear. An act of unification, of empowerment. Try to do this. Try to express it, then close your eyes, or even open eyes, and say it. Summer force on you. The force of love which is innate in you, come up. Yes, because it is stored in you. They, dear humans, kept for long. Because? You were led to this, my dear, and we've talked about this before. I give a message to my young partner in 2015 Human Angels, closing the door again. Oh, the old low self-esteem of old soul. I always doubted its potential, my dear, and they were easily induced to decrease. If decrease before an executioner God, if they do not do as you say, He will punish them. Oh, how linear and humans, my dear. God, the Spirit would never do that. How could He do this to Himself? Loving laughter. My dear, let me talk a little bit more. Taking advantage of my young partner put aside, definitely a lot has happened and, as we have said, you already have felt all this. You have seen what we speak. Their lives are changing, the way you see the world is changing, the way you see yourselves is changing, and you knew it would be like. Let me talk a little bit more. Many of you want to follow these new movements in life, want to take a leap forward, but Korean question now you trust, my dear man, take a leap, make a move, not knowing what the next step. Oh, I hear some people say, oh, this is crazy, Korean is insanity. Oh, my dear. More insanity than not accept the divinity itself? Laughter loving. You want to take a step, you want something, but only run to catch the new, if they are sure they have the new. We've talked about this before. Untie the rope, my dear. There is no way to know how the movement of the next step is. Definitely not lose the former movement. No need to stay in a tug of war holding the two ends. You just need to move on and trust. I know who's here, I know who's reading this message. I know you know I'm talking to you. Start, my dear, is empowering them in prayer, connecting to the Spirit as you truly know. Bring out the real you, empowered, unified the source. Follow without fear the next moves. Let the old ones. Trust. Trust that to take the next step will be someone to hold your hand on the other side. That someone is you. Oh, you who know the innate potential it has. The you know that there is a God of pure love. A God who does not punish. A compassionate God. How are you, dear human being? A God who is always listening to you, a God that does not require or punishes you for you not love it. God knows your love. He knows that every time you were angry, dear human being, He knows He was just homesick, the embrace of family, the warmth of unconditional love. Come, dear human. Take the next step. We will be here, as we have always been. There is a bridge in the great abyss below. You are on one side of the bridge, dear human being, and in the middle of the bridge there is a fog. You cannot see what's on the other side, do not know what's there. It's a forest. It's dark. The cloud is dark. You can only see the first 2 meters from the bridge. The rest is covered by dark cloud. What will you do, dear human being? What's behind you is the old energy, and this old energy is coming after you too, as a dark fog. You look forward, there is only you, the fog of old energy behind you, the bridge, the fog in the middle of the bridge, and across the bridge you cannot see. What about the other side? You are on one side of the bridge, dear human being, and in the middle of the bridge there is a fog. You cannot see what's on the other side, do not know what's there. It's a forest. It's dark. The cloud is dark. You can only see the first 2 meters from the bridge. The rest is covered by dark cloud. What will you do, dear human being? What's behind you is the old energy, and this old energy is coming after you too, as a dark fog. You look forward, there is only you, the fog of old energy behind you, the bridge, the fog in the middle of the bridge, and across the bridge you cannot see. What about the other side? You are on one side of the bridge, dear human being, and in the middle of the bridge there is a fog. You cannot see what's on the other side, do not know what's there. It's a forest. It's dark. The cloud is dark. You can only see the first 2 meters from the bridge. The rest is covered by dark cloud. What will you do, dear human being? What's behind you is the old energy, and this old energy is coming after you too, as a dark fog. You look forward, there is only you, the fog of old energy behind you, the bridge, the fog in the middle of the bridge, and across the bridge you cannot see. What about the other side? The cloud is dark. You can only see the first 2 meters from the bridge. The rest is covered by dark cloud. What will you do, dear human being? What's behind you is the old energy, and this old energy is coming after you too, as a dark fog. You look forward, there is only you, the fog of old energy behind you, the bridge, the fog in the middle of the bridge, and across the bridge you cannot see. What about the other side? The cloud is dark. You can only see the first 2 meters from the bridge. The rest is covered by dark cloud. What will you do, dear human being? What's behind you is the old energy, and this old energy is coming after you too, as a dark fog. You look forward, there is only you, the fog of old energy behind you, the bridge, the fog in the middle of the bridge, and across the bridge you cannot see. What about the other side? You trust what we have told you all this time? You trust and believe in the love you feel when you call for us, as did my young partner minutes ago, before I give you this message? My young partner felt the love of family. He said, "Korean, are you there? I wish you would give me a message. I miss you." Oh, he reminds me here that were not quite those words, but I wanted to simplify a little. Laughs. You trust, dear human, you are not alone, and that we would not say anything to you that was not in accordance with its own US? Well, cross the bridge. We guarantee that you will like what you have on the other side. That's what we have to say at this point. I am Korean, and I said that I am not far from you. No need to petition for me to come. I'm here, I've always been here. Just breathe and call for me to show you I'm here. I show, as I have shown now to my young partner. There is no there, my dear. It's all here. I'm not there, the masters that you know are not there, God is not there, the Pleiadians and the entire family are not there. We are here. Do you really think we would lose the opportunity to be with you, seeing everything you have done and continue to do? You are the angels that we enjoy looking at, the flapping of wings. You are the angels we emocionamos in seeing dispel the darkness with the light itself. All the attention is on you. It would be no different. Never was. And so it is.